Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters, and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. You are my starship, come take me up in flight, and don't be late. Yes, you are my starship, come take me up tonight, and don't be late, and don't you come too soon. Starship, man, do you realize that all of us are connected to that divine starship? Let me say that again. All of us are connected to that micro and macro cosmic starship. You know, You Are My Starship was written by a drummer and sang by the guitarist. The drummer's name is Norman Connors, and the singer who performed it was a guitarist named, I think, Michael Henderson, if I'm not mistaken. Michael was born July the 7th. Norman Connors was born March the 1st. You Are My Starship is a very powerful song. It's a very powerful love song. But if you realize your connection to your ancestors and your divine family, your divine parents, when you leave for flight every night in your astral travels, your aura, or what you might call a astral body, is like a starship that takes you up at night. Some of us remember the flight, and some of us don't remember the flight. I remember my flights usually when I'm coming back. And then usually the first thing I do is write down my thoughts about the flight that I went through. Because we are all connected to this divine starship. And The word starship in Chaldean numerology, let me put that word in the chat. Starship. The word starship in the Chaldean system, and usually you get the more deeper meaning from the Chaldean system when it comes to words. That's why, but I usually use both systems. When you see me teach on words, I usually use both systems just to clarify from different perspectives. And the word starship, when you add the 3 plus the 4 plus the 1 plus the 2 plus the 3 again plus the number 5 and then the number 1 again and then the number 8. So when you add all those numbers together, so you got 7, that's 10, that's 18, that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Interesting enough, the word starship in the Chaldean system adds up to the number 27. And that's an interesting number in numerology because, and let me do it again, make sure I'm right. That's 7, that's 10, that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, so it's 27. And it's interesting that the word starship adds up to a number 27 in the Chaldean system. And that's the oldest and the most mystical symbolized uh, um, system from melanated people. And that 27 is the number of a mystical scepter that's been passed down from generation to generation. So when you have 27 in your chart, I look at the 27. I don't just break it down to the number 9. I look at the 2, I look at the 7, I look at the 9. But the compound number 27 is a mystical number of creativity and productivity. And it comes with an internal intuitive factor because the number 2 and the number 7 adds up are two water numbers according to the study of numbers. And water, according to metaphysics, is the natural conduit between the physical and the spiritual realm. So if the word starship adds up to the number 27, it is alerting you that the starship itself is connected both physically and spiritually to this realm. So all of us, instead of looking for starships or mother planes, and realize that you are a physical and a spiritual starship that's either walking on earth, carrying that soul energy and that spirit around the earth, and the only thing that's touching the ground is the physical part of your body, this meat suit that we have on. But starship also adds up to the number 9, which deals with elevation, humanitarian, divine, higher love, and inner standing and outer standing of yourself. And understanding, because inner standing, outer standing, and understanding are 3 different levels of where you need to stand in this realm and how they all need to congeal and work together. So recognize that we are a starship. We are the embodiment of the stars and all the elements in the universe that is significant is connected to us also. Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. People like string theorists would say it. Michio Kaku would say it. This metamaterial is also a part of our existence. So we are living starships, living starship. And in this starship that we're in, or that's holding our materials in this body, you got to be creative. You got to be productive. You got to be willing to reap the harvest of your creativity and your productivity and thrive to be on a higher spiritual but yet physical level, because you have to maintain your physicality in this realm. That's what the 2, 7, and 9 represents. And this is in the Chaldean system. Again, this is the Chaldean system. When you add all of those numbers connected to the number system of the Chaldean system, which is an older system. So recognize your starship. And when you look deep into your eyes, realize that that is the star energy within you, and the body is just the ship that you have to navigate through in this realm. Recognize that. Every morning, if you get a chance, look deep into your eyes without blinking. Look deep into your eyes without blinking. You are a starship. You better take flight. Take flight in every level. You are a starship. You're the ship, the vessel that's holding the essence of your divine star creation in this realm. That's why most of us can tap in through the astral travel and the dream world and the recorded world, like Sri Master Gano Grill speak about. But all of us are a starship, and it's not coincidence that the starship word in the Chaldean system adds up to a number 27. Because the 2 and the 7, like I said earlier, the 2 and the 7 are spiritual water numbers that gives us the ability to go between the physical and the spiritual realm. The 2 deals with the intuitive thought patterns, and the 7 deals with the direction of what we might call the God energy, the direction of what we call the law of attraction energy. And then that 9 says you need to put it to work. Put your starship to work, because we are walking and living starships. We are walking and living mathematics. We are walking and living astrology. We are walking and living cardology. We are walking and living energetic spirituality. Each and every one of you that hears me and hears my voice, go listen to that song, but listen to that song, You Are My Starship. Go listen to that song and relate it to you while looking in your eyes. Yes, you are my starship. Come take me up tonight, and don't be late. And don't you come too soon. It won't be late. It won't come too soon, because everything is divine timing. So when you listen to songs like that, them old school songs, that was written by Norman Connors, but it was sang by um, Michael Henderson, I believe, or Kenneth Henderson. So bear witness to your starship. Like I said, when I looked at the numbers in the Chaldean system, because that is, and remember, in the Chaldean system, you don't see the number 9 because they revered and showed respect for the number 9. That's why I did the word starship in the Chaldean system. That's why I did the word Chaldean system, because it reveres the number 9. And when the number 9 shows up in an equation, that means it represents a higher level of growth in humanity, or it could be another form of destruction. That's why the Chaldeans gave the number 9 respect. I know people are into 9 ether information and all that. You can't. You should really do your studies on why the number 9 was revered in history, because when these mystics and these oracles seen the number 9 come up, Either there was a divine heightening of humanity or there was a divine decline of humanity. Both of them are divine. It's positive and negative. It's duality, according to the metaphysics science. So we're going into a number 9 year next year. So either we're going to rise high together, 2025 adds up to a number 9. 2025 adds up to a number 9. So mark my words, what I'm saying. When vibrations like the 9 comes about, there is a dual reality. There's either higher humanitarian service and love and frequency, or they're trying to bring you down to a lower destructive frequency. That's why that number 9 can be very, very interesting when it comes into play. And people born on the number 9 or born on the 18th or born on the 27th of the month always should strive to be on their highest and wisest level. If you have a lot of 9s in your chart, if you have a lot of 9s, if you have 9 in any one of your names, if your middle name, your first name, and your last name add up to a 9, pay attention to that 9, because it could either lead you to a higher form of service, or it can lead you to arguments and contention with people, lowering your energy. And no, not people born under the 9 are not punks. People connected to a vast amount of 9s in their numerical scope are not punks. They're really very protective of their family, and they really have a certain high prestige about themselves. And that's what the 9 is there. It's supposed to take you to higher levels. Like Lloyd would say, sometimes men and women born under the 9, they think they're the greatest thing since ice cream. If you're lactose intolerant, ice cream is not the greatest thing. But if you're eating vegan ice cream, that's a whole nother thing. But he's talking about because ice cream is a comfort food for a lot of us, and it helps to comfort us. But 9 is that number that says when you're in a 9 personal year, that's the ending of a cycle. There's a detoxification happening. There is something that needs to be cleared so you can move forward to a higher level. So when look out for that 9 in your numerical scope, anytime it comes, look out for the 9, because 9 is that feminine and masculine energy becoming one. The curve on top represents the feminine, the straight line represents the masculine, depending on how you write the 9. Sometimes the 9 and the 6 look just alike, where there's a full curve. So studying and recognizing the power of the 0 all the way through 9 is very important. And like I always tell people, from my perspective, no number is better than each other. Every one of them have a potential to take you to the next level, because every one of them are interrelated and interconnected to each other, from 0 all the way to 9. And then the 1 and 0 come together, then the 11 comes, and then there's other levels to using it in this realm. It might be different in another realm. It might be quantum in another realm. It might be different in on Mars or Venus, under those entities that live on there. But mathematics is universal. And big up to brother Human that was on Brother Rich show. You know, and again, big up to people like Terrence Howard, because everything is a theory until proven, until it becomes a theorem. And right now, Terrence Howard is proving his theories through the patents and through people stealing his patents and doing what he's doing, all based on his system of using math. Take that to consideration. IBMs and all the rest of them that has been using him and not giving him any money for his patents, and he has over 70 patents. Powerful. And he is born under the master number 11 frequency. Big up to a brother Human. He's born under the wheel of fortune, but also born under the education frequency of learning and the consistent learning. So whatever he put forth in his mind, he will definitely accomplish it. So I'm glad he's into the IT and doing all of the AI stuff. And that's what's so interesting is that Leo is the other side of Aquarius. So Leos are supposed to be successful in the Aquarian age also. But remember, the mantra or the motto of the Aquarian is I know. And the motto of the Leo is I rule. In order for them in the Aquarian age, in order for them to be successful, they have to know. So knowledge is important for the Leo in this year, in this 2000-year Aquarian age. Misnomer Aquarius, misnomer Leo. So it's a powerful frequency. That's why I love what Sister Myra Mars says, that she don't believe in the 12 zodiac. She believes in 6 because all of them are connected. And then you have people out there believing in the 13 and all that. And whatever works, you use whatever works. Use whatever works for you. But don't negate the 12 because you're on the 13th. Study it all so you can apply all of it. Be holistic and don't hold yourself back or put yourself in a hole because you want to hold yourself back. That's why I study multiple systems of numerology so I don't become pigeonholed under anybody's one system. I'm able to express it on multiple levels and get the fullness of pictures when I'm doing sessions for people. That's the important part of being a numerovator and using the numbers to help people stay motivated. Even if you don't do a session with me, you can buy my books and it will help motivate you. You can buy Lloyd's book, it will help you motivate. You can buy any numerologist books out there, male and female, and you will get the perspective you need because whatever book you gravitate to, that's the book you're supposed to study. That's why I don't like to give people any type of book list because your spirit might gravitate to a certain book that my spirit didn't gravitate to, and vice versa. I don't like to recommend people books unless you're on a channel with me and you're watching me constantly, and then you say, which book should I buy? I say you could start with my book, but look in the back of my book, and there's always a bibliography in the back of my books. So remember, you are the starship. You are my starship. Come take me up tonight. And don't be late. And don't you come too soon. Be a starship and let your astral essence take you up at night. It's not going to be late. It won't come too soon. It will come in divine time. If you're not remembering your dreams now, don't worry. Think about your daydreams. Don't worry about your night dreams. If you're not remembering your dreams right now during your Star Trip channel, you're traveling. You're still traveling in a starship, even when you're in your waking moments, because life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat, which is the starship, gently down the stream in the stars. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Pay attention to that song. That's a powerful song. Make you really know. All right, family. Just wanted to give you that tidbit right here live. And big up to all of y'all that came on. Remember, we are all starships. We are all starships. The essence of all the stars is in our microcosmic body, in our mic, and we are connected to the the macrocosmic body. That's why I love listening to songs, old songs like that. You are my starship. Come take me up tonight. And don't be late. Yes, you are my starship. Come take me up tonight. And don't be late. And don't you come too soon. Written by Norman Connors, the drummer, and sung by Michael Hendricks or Kenneth Hendricks, Michael Hendricks, the singer himself, the guitarist. So big up to that group back in the day that sang that song. I think Mr. Henderson has passed on. He was born July the 7th. And Norman was born March the 1st. And that song made it up to number one in its time, too. You Are My Starship. Powerful song. But when you listen to that song, related to you, related to who you are and what you are in essence, related to who you are and what you are in essence. And like I said, the word starship in the Chaldean system adds up to 27, which is a 9. It's the higher single digit number on the numerical chart. And you always got to strive to be high in your humanitarian, in your love for yourself and love for others. Be that starship of humanitarian and love and intuition, because the 2 and the 7 are intuitive numbers, and it's called, in compound number, it's called a scepter. And a scepter is one of those mystical staffs that's passed on from generation to generation. Pass it on from generation to generation, because we're all connected to the stars. All right. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be strong, be motivated, be numerovated in every way. All right. Peace and love. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktr.ee/King Simon, the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
King Simon. King Simon, I love him. He's family, and he has one of the top shows on the Forbidden Knowledge TV network, actually.
Right.
So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't.
Yeah, this show is called, it was really based on numerovation. It's a numerology show, and it's called How to Calculate Your Destiny.
Yes.
By King Simon. He's the host of the show. The show has done so well, we're now getting ready to start working on filming season 2. All right, so King Simon, one of the top shows on Forbidden Knowledge TV, streaming TV platform.
studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.